Kenneth, how's it going? Thanks for your video. This sounds really nice. And so what you're saying about spending a long time kind of getting in the zone and then trying to do it with perfect intonation in those slides and the double stops. Yeah, it is a tricky thing to do. Intonation is definitely something that you kind of have to keep working on and keep re-upping as you go. But one thing that will help with that is basically if you kind of have your hand shape as a really stationary thing. So even though you're using different fingers at different times, your hand is where it needs to be to get to each finger correctly. So for instance, if you're practicing the B part of this tune and you're doing the slides into the pinky unison notes, but if you practice it without the slides and just using the pinky, landing it in the spot where you want the end of your slide to be, and you have this as your hand shape. So look how my palm is basically just exactly there the whole time. It's not reaching to get the pinky. It's already there, ready to put the pinky down in the place where it goes. So you can just kind of drill that, and then when you add the slide back in, you know where it feels like the slide is going to be ending because you've practiced playing just that pinky note, landing it right on it. So then your finger kind of has that in mind of where you're aiming for. And you're going, your hand is there in the shape, and you're just moving from just above the third finger up into your spot for the pinky. So there's not a lot of guesswork because you're right there ready for it. And the other thing that you can do for practicing slides and intonation is just doing the slide really slowly so that you train yourself to not overshoot it and learn exactly where that stopping point is. So that's another way to approach it. But I think the hand shape thing, I think that will be really helpful for you because I can see, that you're moving around to get into the slides and stuff. But if you can really plant the hand, and even maybe you want to practice full scales or whatever, or just this part of the tune. And obviously the hand has to move a little bit when you're crossing strings, but it's the same idea on each string, that the pinky is basically hovering above where it needs to be to go down and hit the notes. And then when you add in your slides, you're just approaching it from below, but still knowing where that hand shape is for you to find the end of your slide.